What are the top 5 most hated rules in bass fishing? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name is Steve Chapman. What are the top 5 most hated rules in bass fishing? Now we're going to look at this from the perspective of both an angler and also a fan. But these are 5 rules that I guess you could say maybe they could be changed, or they're just rules that cause the most drama at times. And this is in no particular order. Number 1 is the no information rule. Without question, this is the hardest to enforce. This is the one that has been brought up more and more over the last few years. It's the one that's gotten more anglers disqualified. And if you don't know it, anglers are not allowed to receive outside information, even from locals or friends, once the off-limit period starts. Many of us, the fans and the anglers, feel that it's almost impossible to enforce. And it creates gray areas in the rules. Most fans think it limits transparency and makes pros too robotic. Number 2 is the dead fish penalty. I think we all can agree. Tournaments should at some point use catch, weigh, and release. Conservation is very important if we want this resource to continue and be better in the future for our kids and our grandkids. And super long weigh-ins aren't the future of this sport. Now, the dead fish penalty can really hurt an angler's tournament financially and angler of the year points. Sometimes fish die not through the angler's fault, and some anglers argue that there should be more leniency if the angler took the right or proper way of trying to keep those fish healthy. Next, the no culling possession limit states, something I had not heard much of until I started researching this video. Now, in some states like Minnesota or Wisconsin, anglers can't cull if they already have a legal limit of fish. And this forces anglers to stop fishing or release bigger fish caught later. This is something that I can understand where it is conservation-wise, but as an angler or as a tournament, this would be something that I would try to make sure that they can work around, or you just don't go to these places to fish. This is a weird rule. This is a weird rule, because culling is a big way of getting your weight bigger and heavier and gaining points and gaining money. So the no culling when you have a limit is really a crazy rule. Next is netting and fishing limitations. There's a lot of tournaments that don't allow you to use a net. There's others that do. And if you're in a tournament where you have co-anglers, and there's a lot of times where co-anglers often don't net fish or even help land it, and it creates an unfair and awkward partnership. And lastly, the hottest topic of all time, forward-facing sonar restrictions, or lack thereof in some instances. In some leagues, forward-facing sonar is unrestricted. In others, it's prohibited. And fans either like it because they want the traditional way of fishing, or they don't mind it because they want to see more fish caught. And there's a lot of people say that it leads to a less entertaining form of fishing that we get to watch for free as is. And while others ban it or limit it, it has caused a major uproar within the community. And some tech-savvy anglers have learned to use it to a T, and they adapt to modern tactics, where others who don't like it or don't want to use it fish traditionally and are somewhat behind what those other anglers are, because they're making blind casts where an angler with forward-facing sonar might not have to make as many casts. But it's one of those rules in bass fishing that most fans and anglers really don't like. What rule, or what is your most hated rule in bass fishing? Comment below and tell me what you think. Do you think these were the 5 that I should have focused on? Comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being part of the team. Thanks for all the people who are interactive on the channel. I really do appreciate it. It is humbling and a great experience, and you guys have made this fantastic. I can't say thank you enough, so thank you. Really weird time in life, but you guys make this much easier for me, so thank you again. However, if you're not a subscriber, you should be. It's quick, easy, and free. Just click that button, and welcome to the team. Remember, take your kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.